guys, welcome to the Lakes region of New Hampshire, where we have incredible mountain views, and in this case, a terrific view of one of the cleanest lakes in the country. This is Newfound Lake. Got the quintessential log home aesthetic, so many bells and whistles, and here's what makes it even greater. This is available for you to rent out on Airbnb. So you can test drive this home yourself. And there's also another log home from Golden Eagle just down the road, which is also owned and managed by the same family that built this one. So let's get started. This will be an incredible tour. This home has nearly 2,600 square feet. Now that doesn't even include the screen porch and all the covered porches, as well as that 2-stall garage. That is exclusively heated square footage. Now that is spread out over this main floor as well as the loft. There's plenty of space for everyone to sprawl out, but then we also have these large gathering spaces like the great room, dining room, and kitchen when everyone wants to get together to start the day as well as to end the evening. There's something special about this feature wall that we don't typically see. We've got arch top windows. So it's very fitting for the log home aesthetic where we've got the round curvature of the logs. We also see that carried through with these windows as well as grills between the glass. Can you tell already the dramatic aesthetic that the grills play as the sun casts shadows onto the floor and the dining room table? It is just gorgeous, and it gives you more of that cozy, intimate log home feeling. These are double hung windows. Now here's what's great about this. Now this is a short-term vacation rental. There may be people that want to keep these windows open, and let's say they accidentally leave the windows open after they leave. Of course, you wouldn't do that, but someone may hypothetically do that. That's not much of a concern for the homeowners because the window sash isn't pivoted out, exposed to the elements. This is really great for ventilation. We can ventilate it on the bottom sash. We also have access to ventilate the top sash as well. So I'll pull that down. So you may want to leave the bottom sash located, fixed down there, and just ventilate up here. It's pretty great having that flexibility with double hung windows. So these are all custom designed so we can maximize this feature wall. These are Pello windows. They have aluminum clad exterior, a wood interior, and it's pre-finished to match the tongue and groove and ceiling finishes that we have in the house. Now, these windows also have full depth jambs, bringing them out for the thickness of this wall so that we're covering the wall, and we're capping it with this huge trim. This is exclusive to Golden Eagle. How often do you see trim like this? You don't unless it's a Golden Eagle. This is 12-inch round trim with hand peeling on it. Perfect for this home. And we scale up this entire wall. This wall is engineered at Golden Eagle, so we know that everything will work well together. The original property had an emphasis on having the fireplace be the focal point in the home. Whereas in this home, when you walk in, you have that dramatic view that you see at first glance, and then we center ourselves around the hearth as we join in conversation. Once you sit down, you'll start to realize as you look around, you have an incredible loft railing above you, as well as a half log stair that leads you up to that space. Everyone finds that to be so unique, and it captivates their hearts when they're in this home. This is an impressive fireplace. It looks like it's a wood burning unit, but when you're thinking short-term vacation rental, we need to think of ease of use. Now, there is a remote control feature. You could have it where you're just seeing the beautiful flame, but also after a long day of skiing, you may want to feel the heat, so you can turn on the fan and it'll warm up the room even more. This fireplace chase is faced with locally sourced quarry stone, and in fact, there's a special hidden stone just up here, a cutout of New Hampshire. That is just such a great little detail. This is a Golden Eagle full log mantle, got some beautiful decorative supports below. The hearthstone is continuous. Now just imagine you're coming in from snowshoeing all day. You can line the boots right up there just outside that fireplace to dry them all off. Now we gotta think about wet conditions in a place like this because yeah, of course, we're in a beautiful fall day today, but let's say you are outside adventuring as you will want to in this area. This is incredibly durable flooring. It's luxury vinyl planking, and not just ordinary luxury vinyl planking. This is commercial grade quality, so it's extra thick and durable. Now here's what's great about it. This looks very rustic. We're pulling in some terrific colors that we see in the rest of the home, but also very dark accents. And also, it simulates large format planking. That's perfect for a home like this when you've got massive beams. We have a bear over here, some raccoons on the other posts, even bear paws carved into these treads. This home is coincidentally called Big Bear Log Home, and that is perfect for this area being that there are bear around the property. Those of you that follow our other home tours, you know that Golden Eagle does something very unique with our exposed roof bottom posts. We cut below the earth, and that allows us to preserve all this natural contour of the log. And of course, we then incorporate that into the home's design. We even see it out here on the covered porch as well. While this, of course, could be a coat closet, we have access to a ton of terrific family games, and then even a cleaning closet just in here. When you're here for an extended stay, you will appreciate having a washer and dryer, which is located just over here. And then across the hall, we have access to the main bedroom in this lower level. This suits a king-size bed. We also have access to a private balcony with these large 6-foot wide patio doors. What's great about these is we can, of course, close the screen and then open the door to allow for really nice ventilation into this area. This leads us also into the ensuite, where we have an incredible barn door, a double cross buck creating an X-shaped pattern. These are reclaimed pine doors, and they offer a really good accent to the wall finish that we have in this space. This door is hung with barn door hardware that is not just your ordinary hardware. This is a powder coated finish with an extra large wheel at the top. Most barn door hardware isn't nearly as dramatic, but we have tall ceilings in this space. These are 9 feet tall. There's plenty of room up there, and that's why larger hardware was selected. There are also soft close mechanisms on these doors, and nylon rollers, by the way. Those nylon rollers are why it was so quiet when it was moving along that track. What I like about those soft close mechanisms is that they hold the door in place. We've got closets on both sides of this walkway, and also a walk-in shower. That's such a beautiful tiled shower in there. As we continue on this incredible tour, you will learn so many great ideas about designing a short-term vacation rental with Golden Eagle. You may have noticed that there's a special keypad behind me. Now we can do that on any door in this house because it's still an interior lever, but this keypad code allows you to access that room or lock it off without actually having a key. I think that's really convenient. Now let's head on over to the loft side of the house where we have 2 more bedrooms and a full bathroom. Now in most ordinary homes, a stairwell would be closed off, but with these half log treads, it allows that light to pass through and adds so much more interesting character to the space. There are many beautiful lighting fixtures throughout this home that have nature and wildlife scenes. This in particular, of course, is very fitting for a home that is named the Big Bear Log Home. All of these scenic lighting fixtures that you see were provided from Kiva Lighting. And we also have moose over there, being that there are moose in this area. The use of wall sconces in this space, they're so great for creating just ambient mood lighting. We have incredible views as we're up here. I mean, this is just such a great gathering space. Really like the juxtaposition of small windows with a very large window in the center. I think it offers a lot of great charm. So it looks good from inside the home, and it makes a lot of sense when you're viewing the home from the outside with a gable covered porch that incorporates into this tall wall. We have incredible roof lines in this area. These are inverted valleys, and it's just so dramatic. Let's head in to this bedroom just over here. We've got a very neat built-in that I think a lot of you will love. It's always fun to do custom spaces and built-ins when you're designing a brand new log or timber home. Now, all the kids love this bed. This is what I'm told is one of the favorite features of this home, as well as so many others. Now, there is a lot of intention that you may not have noticed at first glance. There are USB charging ports in the outlets and even a switch for that lamp above. That's a great reading light at night, and it's dimmable. There's a queen size bed over here and even access to a private balcony. Now, this is where it gets even better. You can leave that door open, and there's a screen just outside that door so you can have wonderful fresh air flowing into the room. What a great way to start the day. It's completely optional, but these homeowners love the idea of using our massive tie beams to span this space. They did this in the other home that they built with Golden Eagle, and they said it's a must-have for this home design as well. So those two large tie beams are a terrific ode to the authentic craftsmanship of your traditional log homes. With today's engineering to create these incredible roof structures, everything is already thought of ahead of time so that it's completely optional. When you walk into this room, we have the grand vaulted ceiling, another private balcony, and in this case, a king-size bed. You also have your private closet just over there. And around the corner, we have a full bathroom. There were a few architectural decisions that were made that took this bathroom to another level. Now, most people would think just cap the ceiling and make it flat. But when you have unique roof structures like this, we can add a lot more volume to the space and also architectural interest. So that's what we've done here. And also incorporating both of these windows and pushing them up a little bit higher allows a lot of great light to flow into here. It's terrific having that ventilation in here when you got a hot shower going, a great way to cool off the space. Of course, we have mechanical ventilation as well. And then look at this countertop. This is a quartz top, intentionally done with a live edge to add more to the rustic charm that we have throughout this home. We've got terrific lighting fixtures in here, more wall sconces. I just love that bear just over there from Kiva Lighting. And then of course, the open shelving, which is essential when it comes to a short-term vacation rental. Because let's think this through. When you're visiting a home, you're gonna have your tote and everything that's in a bag. You're not gonna put it away in drawers, so you're gonna wanna lay it out and have it open and available. But additionally, if you're the homeowners and you're preparing for your guests to arrive, they can now visually see where all the towels are. Here's a great detail that these homeowners considered for their guests. All the light switches are labeled. That way you can be intentional with your selection rather than randomly going through all the switches that are on the wall. This allows you to instantly feel comfortable the moment you arrive at the home because you know your way around. Now let's make our way downstairs because there's still so much more to see. There are many great design details in this kitchen. We'll start with the contrasting island with a darker finish, yet the quartz countertop carries through to be the same selection as what was done on the perimeter. Who doesn't love gathering around the island? It's such a common gathering space, but when the island isn't quite big enough, we can easily overflow to that huge dining room table. I like that when you're working in the kitchen, we still have that incredible view, and we also have the view out front. It's a terrific idea to place your primary kitchen sink under the main window in the kitchen. We also have great lighting with the pendant light above, which continues from the 3 pendant lights that were above the island. Just behind me here is a gas cooktop with a beautiful range hood above. The dark finish on that range hood accents these wall cabinets, and it pulls into the darker color that we have on the island. Now you may be wondering, what is that beautiful wood species on these cabinets? This is so popular. Many of our homeowners love selecting rustic alder for their wood species because you still get some variability in the wood grain, but it isn't nearly as variable as something like hickory. Rustic alder knots are also a much tighter knot, but they carry a very dark accent, which pulls in to the dark accents that we see on the range hood as well as the island. Now you may have noticed the bare pulls. These are just great, perfect for a home like this. And doesn't this look designer and luxury? It looks like we've got 2 ovens, and in fact, they nearly are. We've got a full oven down here, and then this is a microwave speed oven above. So this is really nice, easy to access all of that. And even on the oven below, how convenient is it when you have trays that roll out? It's just really great for grabbing the pizza. You don't have to reach into the oven. Now there are a few things that may surprise you as you start opening up the drawers in this kitchen. There are hidden drawers. So we've got the pots here. Of course, we don't need all that height. There's a hidden drawer above, and we've also done the same thing on the other 2-drawer base. There is a lot of great flexibility in large drawer bases like that. And then we also, of course, have dedicated drawers. Just like this big utensil drawer just over here. So you can find all your cutlery. And then take a look at what's happened on all the wall cabinets. We've staggered the different depths. So this goes from a 12-inch deep wall cabinet to a 15-inch deep. And then also heights have been staggered as well. So we see that variability and contrast in the wall cabinets. That's something that we had done on the previous home with these homeowners, and they absolutely wanted to carry that through to this design as well. We've got the refrigerator located over here. It's strategically located because a lot of people are going to be accessing that refrigerator, and we don't want it to be in the center of the kitchen workspace because, of course, you'd find yourself getting in the way. So this is very, very convenient. You've got to see what happened on these bar stools. And we actually have the same thing over on the dining chairs as well. So these were all custom made for this home. Got beautiful metal accents right there. Speaking of metal, we have a very consistent metal finish in this home, which would be black. We see it on the faucet, the pot filler, and that's why it's so great to be able to be consistent and pull in colors throughout the home. And we see that on the wall plates as well for all the light switches and the outlets. Now you may be asking yourself, what other storage could there possibly be in this kitchen? It's already so big. You're gonna have plenty of stuff already here for you when you visit the home. And then you're gonna come to find that there's even a specialized pantry pullout. This is so great. It's even labeled spices and oils, coffee and tea. You can pull this out and easily access all the teas at the back of that pullout drawer. Of course, everything in this home is soft close. Whether it was that barn door, the cabinets, even the toilet seats, everything is meant to be at the finest of quality and materials. You should see this dining table. This is incredible, custom made for this space. That's why we have the perfect amount of walk room. It's gonna be easy for anyone to get around even while others are seated here. There's so much great seating, beautiful light fixtures above, and have you noticed the seated glass on those light fixtures? We're gonna see that even as you go around the outside of the home. You might be asking yourself, why would I point out the seated glass? Because I really think clear glass on a light fixture runs the risk of being high maintenance. It would accumulate dust over time, whereas when you have decorative glass like this, it's gonna obscure any of that dust. It won't even be noticeable. But this is beautiful. It brings great light to the space, and there was terrific intention of raising this fixture up high enough so that it doesn't impede the view as you're standing in this area. Just think that is terrific attention to detail. More details that you'll appreciate in this home is we have another large beam, a big 8-inch round beam passing through this space, and then even a variability of direction in the ceiling finish. So we're following the flooring up here, and then we go perpendicular in this space just over here. That contrast helps define the kitchen and the dining room. We've got a 2-stall garage with plenty of extra space for a landing area to collect coats and shoes. And as we come in, we've got a bunk room just over here that sleeps 4. And just over here is the main level bathroom. We've got a shower and bathtub in there as well. Got more storage right over here. And you're gonna find that the party will continue outside from the kitchen and dining room into the 3 Seasons screen porch. It may seem like we are still in the home because this entire space is finished off with beautiful wall and ceiling finishes, great lighting surrounding the room. This creates terrific ambient light, and it's also controlled with a light switch. We even have a nice fan in here to help with the breeze. But let's say you wanted that natural airflow. These are vinyl glazed window panes. So this is not glass. In fact, it is a flexible vinyl. We've got great options for us to be able to vent up that bottom sash. Of course, we could do the same thing with the top sash. Now let me show you how easy it is to remove all of these. They're interchangeable. What's great about that is you don't need to keep track of which ones you're removing. So we simply pop it out. They're spring loaded. That's how they're coming out so well. Now that allows us to, of course, get that full screen view. And when we put them back, all we do is we start in that furthest back channel, and the location isn't important right away. What is important is that we are overlapping each of these panes, because we have the added feature where as we move a pane, it's gonna pull the other one down as well. Can you believe how easy it is to move those? Now, you may not find yourself taking these out on a regular basis, but what's great about it is it makes it easy to keep them clean. So, really great for your seasonal cleaning. Now, I find that a lot of clients who have those high mountain views, they like to pull this down. Really opens that up. And then, of course, the opposite, where they pull them all up when you're looking down at a lake view. This is just such great flexibility, and it's a great way to take your 3 seasons room to a whole new level. There are over 6,000 Golden Eagle log and timber homes throughout the United States and Canada. Many of those homes, the vast majority throughout our history, has been this signature log profile. This is an 8-inch super round half log. So we see this throughout the home. It's perfect for that traditional log home aesthetic. We also see the massive 8-inch trim pieces around all the doors and windows. And then the corners pull in a little bit more of a contemporary styling. We see it just over there with a vertical log corner. So that's a great option to help reduce a little bit of maintenance as well, rather than having those knuckles stick past the house. Now, of course, if you're the person that does want those larger knuckles sticking beyond the house, whether it's a saddle notch or button pass, then in that case, we would extend the roof overhangs to be even deeper. The big feature wall on the front of the house, it extends out an extra foot at the top, offering additional protection and allowing a great opportunity for accent timber work in the upper gable. This clearly is a dramatic side of the house. So we were doing 8-inch log corners, as well as 8-inch trim around the windows and doors. And then we come to this main feature wall, and this has the massive 12-inch logs on it, just like we did on the inside of the house. You can see those floodlights. Those are a great way to highlight that snow as it falls in the wintertime, as well as cast some beautiful light out here. We've got beautiful wall sconces around the perimeter of this home. Each of the bedrooms in the loft have their own private dormer and a gable dormer at that. I like the aesthetic of a gable dormer. It's much more dramatic than a shed dormer, which only has one roof pitch. It's so interesting to think about the way we enjoy our homes. It's almost misleading to think that the square footage of a home would suggest its size and its amenities. That certainly isn't the case. Look at everything that we can do out here. There's an incredible hot tub, a big fire pit. Look at all this lounge seating. We have easy access to the outdoor dining table and the grill. What's great about all of this too is this doesn't need to get stored away in the winter time. So this is the kind of material that can stay outside all year around. Let's work our way around. This fire pit, we'll get this lit tonight, but I really like the idea of using the natural boulders from the land. You know, rather than having a fire pit ring or going overboard on hardscaping, this keeps it very low maintenance, low cost. It was material that we already had. And this is what I'd be looking for if I were cozying up to a campfire at night. Great place to put your feet on too. It's not to say that hardscaping wasn't appreciated at this project. Take a look at the flagstone. Now, this isn't just ordinary flagstone. This was done by a true professional. And when you look at the joints, polysweep was used on those joints. And that's because we want it to last for a lifetime. There's so much great detail on this home that would be so easy to overlook. So let's continue on the tour because there's a lot more to show you as we head to the front of the home. As we work our way to the front of the house, you're gonna be surprised that it just keeps getting better. Look how big this column is. It's incredible. We've got that granite, locally sourced, and these are huge column caps. I seriously have never seen a column cap this big. That's just incredible. We've got those massive flare bottom posts up there. This is a beautiful railing, the cedar log top and bottom rails, powder coated aluminum spindles. So yes, it certainly keeps it maintenance free on the spindles, but it also ties into the black accents that we have throughout the home. Now I mentioned maintenance free. While we do have reduced maintenance with our kiln dried logs with high performance stains, we also are able to incorporate maintenance free products like what we have up in the gable areas with the maintenance free cedar shakes, and we also see that on the gable on the side of the house as well. So you'll never need to go up there and stain. We work our way around to the front door, and this is an incredible door. It looks like a wood door, but in fact, this is a wood grain textured fiberglass. Incredible insulation in there. Maintenance-free aluminum clad jambs. We've got that massive trim once again. And then we have beautiful light fixtures surrounding this home. This is seated glass like what we saw inside the home, so we're continuing that theme. Of course, more of the black metal accents. Once we're up here, you can really get appreciation for how thick this is. And we've got that chipped rock edge. Recall that we saw a lot of that in the bathrooms with that exposed vanity edge. We even have a porch swing over here. It's just a very calm and relaxing place to lay out and read a book. I also like how there's 4-inch planking used on the ceiling finish with the big 8-inch logs, and we see that continue throughout the covered porch. Yet we're interrupted by a beautiful gable vault up here. So it's very dramatic and it pulls your eye in with some great log work up there, effectively forming what we call a turkey track. Let's work our way down. I've got something special that you may not notice when you visit this home. When we were inside looking at the fireplace, I'd pointed out that there was a cutout of New Hampshire. What we have here is Newfound Lake, and this is where the property is located. Now there is one more for you to find. I'll give you a hint. It's over here on this column. You'll have to look for it when you visit the property. Let's work our way around to this garage. There's something special with the garage. It is angled. So that creates a really nice effect when you walk through the home because it creates a larger mudroom area. This perspective gives us great appreciation for the dramatic overhangs that we have on this home and the extra craftsmanship that was done in those upper gables. We've got the maintenance-free material behind it, the continuation of the log siding, and beautiful garage doors that of course tie into the entry door. So as you visit this property, you'll see that there are Schlage Encode Smart Deadbolts that allows you to punch in your key code to get access into the home. We can leverage technology to make our lives a little bit easier. Many of us are familiar with the benefits of smart deadbolts and of course video doorbells, but we can also take it even further by having high-speed internet, which we do at this property, making it easy to work remotely or even stream your favorite videos and music when you're outside in that Three Seasons room or even out at the campfire. As we pull away from the house, we can appreciate the log purlins, especially on that center main gable, as they move below the fascia line up to the peak and then back down. And when we look at the fascia, it's easy to overlook because it's black fascia, but it's a maintenance-free steel, and then it also has a shadow board, creating extra depth and dimension. Those shingles are called black walnut, so they've got some rich dark browns in it, as well as a black color, tying into all the black that we have on this house. This is an incredible home. It is situated along a magnificent view, and that's why the way we oriented the house was so important, because every bedroom has a lake view, and we also want to be able to fit that 2-stall garage as well as the extra space in the garage on the land, which is why the garage has been turned. And that allows for a nice entry and exit point along this driveway. This was an incredible home, and there's another one that the homeowners had built and we had previously toured. We'll put a link to that right over here. And if you want to test drive this home for yourself, we'll put a link to it in the description below.